Hi everyone, my name is Hayat and welcome back. Today's video is a chat with me, talk with me, and I personally wanted to talk about ways to improve for this Ramadan. Before we even have Ramadan, let's actually understand on things we can improve on. We're all human, so we all have difficulties that we suffer with, we are constantly challenging ourselves with. So for this month of Ramadan, let's improve on certain things that we do on a daily basis without realizing. Example, delaying your prayers. Oh my goodness, this is such a thing that I sometimes struggle with, and I want to improve on as much as I can for the new year and Ramadan coming up. This is something I want to improve on before even Ramadan starts. So one of the things that I've been recently doing on improving my salah is, let's take this. Oh, this is just crazy to say, but being in a state of wudu, why did I think that it's so hard to be in a state of wudu? Time you use the bathroom, just make wudu. Time you touch the opposite gender by accident, okay? You're like, oh, let me help you. When they met people who do that, okay? They like grasp your hand, like, no, here you go. But sometimes people will touch you without realizing it. So being in the state of wudu with constantly, if you have to go to the bathroom, go. Don't, it's against the sunnah to hold in your pee. Your bladder is about to explode, but you're like, oh my god, it's just only like 5 minutes away, and you're gonna hold it in for extra 5 minutes. You're gonna give yourself bladder issues. Okay, let's solve the things that we can do and ways to improve. So if you want to pray constantly on time and everything, being in the state of, it's not as hard as you can think. Anytime you go to the bathroom, make wudu. Anytime you have to fart, and make wudu. That's it. So don't think about it like, oh my god, it's so hard. It's so hard. Let me just leave my house without wudu. How about this? For me to be in the state of prayer 24/7 is before I go to work, before I go to school, before anything, I leave my house with wudu. So just in case when it's prayer time and I'm out, I could just pull out a prayer mat and just pray in a clean area. That's it, and I'm done. I don't have to constantly worry about, oh my god, did I pray Dhuhr? Did I pray Asr? Did I pray Maghrib? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, because you're like, okay, I went to the bathroom 2 times, I made wudu 3 times. Okay, perfect, that's it. And you're like, oh, I did pray 3 times then. I'm good. When I come home, I'm pray Rashid. That's it. So that is the thing. One other thing that helps me pray on time is knowing a clean space where it is. So either, for me, my prayer mat, where my prayer mat is important for me personally. So even my room is not clean, I always have to have the area that is my prayer mat next to, I clean that area. So I'm like, okay, I have wudu. Okay, Maghrib is gonna be in like 2 minutes. Then I pray. I'm like, okay, my prayer mat is right there. I'm going to pray. It's not as hard as you can think it is. It's not gonna be as hard as you were like, oh my goodness, I don't have anywhere else to pray. Buy those portable prayer mats, those like very plasticky thingies. You just put it on the floor, you pray, that's it. So that's the thing, is knowing a clean space so you can pray. So either you bring your own prayer mat, or if they provide a prayer mat, just go. It's not hard, okay? Just go pray there. And the one other thing is dressing modestly. One thing that many people often forget is, are you gonna pray with the clothes you're wearing? If you say yes, I can wear this to what I'm praying. If you say no, then why are you wearing it? There's no reason for your body to be showing. Even though you're like, oh, my skin isn't showing. I can tell your body type. Either you're a pear or an hourglass. I don't care. And I feel bad. I'm like, why should I just pull her to a corner and be like, hey, sis, that's not really modest. It feels like it's really embarrassing to tell someone, I can see your booty, I can see your, it's just awkward to tell someone. So, and some people are like, oh, well, I'm on my own journey. Well, I'm not gonna, me talking to you maybe will help you get there faster. Like, people need to understand, like showing your body isn't really modest. Would you, like, for me, one thing I would say is 10 years from now, when you're on your own, you're feeling better, you're like, I feel good about my iman and I love to dress modestly, and people have recordings of you walking in a way that like shows your body or something, dressing away, how would you feel about that? So that is my only advice to you. If you don't like dressing modestly because you're like, oh my god, people are gonna be like, oh my god, she's so ugly, no. I'm telling you, this new year, one thing that I've been loving is dressing modestly, because modesty is a feminine thing. This new year, I've been loving being more feminine, and I used to be like, well, you have to be feminine by showing your figure. No, you could be in the way you're talking. It's very feminine. In the way you're talking, it's very elegant, very graceful. So walking in a way that's very graceful, just being very kind to everyone around you is very graceful. If you love learning about feminine things, you're falling in love with the things about Islam. What? That I didn't realize that until I made that connection myself. I'm like, well, you're right. Like elegancy is something that is very, protective of your body. You're protecting your body from people who aren't allowed to see it, but you're not showing them your body. You're having the time to respect yourself in a way you're talking. When you're talking softly, you're respecting others. You're not gonna yell at them. So one other thing is respecting everyone. If you are constantly struggling with, my cat is playing, by the way, so if you hear that little toys, it's her. so I've been loving learning about modesty and everything, but modesty is something that everyone has to discover on their own. But let's help each other get there faster. I know it's gonna be a little awkward to say, come on, sis, I feel bad for you because you're dressing in this way. Don't degrade a human. Don't degrade her. I think you can hear her. I'm sorry, y'all. Babiana, please stop. Can you play outside? She looks so cute though. Okay, let her play. She'll be fine. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, yeah. Let's not degrade each other. We're all humans. And how would you feel if someone, the way you're speaking to that person, how would you feel if that person spoke to you in that way? No one would like to be disrespected. No one likes to feel belittled, So in Islam, we are taught to respect everyone. Even if they're in their own religion, they have their own beliefs. You're not gonna be like, hey, you should be Muslim. No. Be like, hey, oh my god, oh, you love the fact that you eat pork, oh, I can't eat pork. And they're like, why can't you eat pork? Just tell them respectfully, well, my religion doesn't allow, and pigs are really one of the most filthiest animals. Just being respectful. They're like, oh, really? Why they considered dirty or something like that? And you just be like, oh, well, it's scientifically proven that, pigs don't have anuses. So how do they move their bowel? So just be like very respectful. You're eating a pig that eats his own poop, or that eats another human. Oh my god. I watched an episode on Criminal Minds, so I'm like forever disgusted. Okay, but this new year we are going to be loving ourselves. I know this is going to be very hard, that everyone is going to take with a grain of salt, but loving yourself, either loving who you are or who did you come from, learning about your culture, learning about your parents, learning about every little step that you have come far. You're like, why do I love the color pink? Learn about why you love that color pink and try to create an emotional tie. So for me, I'm like, my favorite color is yellow. And anytime people say yellow is such a happy color, I'm like, why? I just take that moment to like talk to myself, like, why do people consider yellow a happy color? And why do I like the color yellow, all colors? I'm like, well, every time I think about the color yellow, I think about the sun. Well, the sun, anytime I'm having a good day, I think of the sun. So I created a tie with the color yellow. So that is my favorite color. Comment below, what is your favorite color? But before Ramadan begins, why don't you make up your fasting? I know you're gonna be like, well, I missed the opportunity to make up my fasting. No, you did not. I'm telling you. So how about this? Fast Monday, Wednesday. Monday and Thursdays. Mondays and Thursdays. You have, I think it's like 3 weeks. I think 3 or 4 weeks before Ramadan actually begins. So I personally already have my fasting like a month after Ramadan. Like literally, like, Arafah, when everyone's fasting, like before Arafah, people were fasting and I fasted with my father. So that was really beautiful. And for me, my advice to you is, what is it? I know it's gonna be hard to think about, but fasting is such a blessing in disguise. It's good for the body, it's good for the heart, it's good for everything. I used to be like, why do we have to fast and no other religion fasts, you know. So let me just say, before we begin, I will be trying my best to vlog as much as I can, but working college student, too much. Let me just say, it's too much already. And my camera is like full of storage. I literally have filmed it like once or twice and it's still full of storage, so I have to like buy a new SD card. And yeah, so it's still coming, so please, I will be trying, and I'm going to be traveling to Arabic countries soon. I can't say where because, you know, everything in life is not promised. So I will be trying my best to vlog when I go. And I'm going to be, okay, I'm going to be so, think about this, but I'm going to be meeting my sister for the first time. She's my half sister, but she's 20 years older than me. 20 years, you guys. This is crazy to think about. Okay, Bibiana, please, okay, please. I respect you all the time, but you work it me. No, nope. You're not to take it. No. Bibiana, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, before we get into another thing I have to say is having the kitab ready by your bed. This is the Tarjweed. You know what I mean. Quran meeting with translation. I got this from Amazon, and oh my god, you guys, this was the best investment ever. It was quite pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but it's so worth it. If you guys are fluent in English and you still have a hard time learning Arabic like me, so this will have the surah. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'll insert a clip on me showing you guys how I understand it. So it has an English version and the Quran version in Arabic, and around it has translation. It will tell you Surah Duha. It will tell you, like, as you're reading it, where does it go? Okay, by the glorious morning light and the night when it's old English. I'm not gonna lie, it's old English, so it's still hard. I have a hard time understanding. The glorious morning light, and by the night when it's still. Guardian, I Lord. See, this is like old English, so I still have a hard time understanding it. But if you can understand a hard English, for me personally, it's hard English. Old English, I will link it below. So yeah. So what was my advice to you guys? If you want to pray as much as you can for this month of Ramadan, if you're struggling with prayer, is being in the state of wudu. Okay, number one, being in the state of wudu. Number two is having a clean area to pray. And three, I would say two, is dressing modestly. And four is having your body clean. Why? Okay, take showers as much as you can. I would say you should be taking, in a whole week, you should be taking 3 or 4 times shower. I take 6 personally, but because I like taking showers. So take shower as much as you can so you are actually clean, having clean clothes. Okay, so you're clean, your body's clean, and your clothes have to be clean. For you to pray, you have to have clean clothes, because no period, no peeing on your clothes, please. How the heck? For me, it's like you could have, oh my god, I hate when this happens, but I don't know if it happens to people, but I've never happened to me. But why? That one little thing, imagine the day Yom Al Qiyamah, you have been for the rest of your life. There's one thing that you're missing, and that will make your prayer not really considered. That one thing was either your clothes were dirty, or your intentions weren't there. You're praying today, you're praying maybe even more, but your intention wasn't really there to pray. It's important to have your intentions to pray, your intentions to make wudu, and your intentions to speak to Allah. If you're personally struggling with those, just think of it as breathe, let your heart beat, feel your heart beating, and on your mind put prayer. My intention today is to pray, and just keep breathing. I'm telling you, once you heartbeat, and you will do this without even realizing. The more you do it, the more you do it. You're like, my intention is to pray. You'll I don't know. It's just a hard thing to explain. You just have to put that in your mind and also in your heart, that you are putting the effort to pray, effort to make wudu, effort to dress in a way that pleases Allah, but also speak Allah. That is also your intention. So yeah, thank you so much for you guys for watching, and inshallah there will be more Ramadan series. I will do a Ramadan clean with me. I won't be decorating because I will be gone, so inshallah I will be doing as much as I can to keep you guys entertained, and hopefully, yeah. And also I will be going away on my vacation, and you guys will see what is it like to travel while fasting, and how am I going to pack with me for my trip. Inshallah, I'm so excited to show you guys where I'm going. This is something that I've always looked forward to, and I really am so excited that I have the opportunity to go. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.